Disclaimer: I am just a humble Genshin Impact fan. I do not own any of the rights to Genshin Impact, or any of the content within it, such as the lore books. Those specifically belong to Hues. What I do have, however, are friends with things like learning disabilities, such as dyslexia and ADHD, or very little free time, making reading the lore books either in-game or on wiki pages hard for them. Our solution to these problems has been for me to make these recordings so that they can listen to them and still get to enjoy Genshin lore like the rest of us. I have chosen to upload these recordings to YouTube as a way of sharing them with other fans within the community who might be in similar situations. I am admittedly no voice actress, trained narrator, or video editor, but I have tried my best, so please be gentle with me. Therefore, without further ado, let's get into today's story. Shogun Almighty. Reborn as Raiden with unlimited power. A popular light novel in Inazuma, which tells the story of a mere mortal suddenly turning into the Raiden Shogun. The story is well received for its novel plot and has inspired many light novelists. Locations: Source 1. Sold by Kuroda at the Yae Publishing House in Inazuma City. Source 2. Sold by Murata at the Outlander Affairs Agency in Rito during the Hues of the Violet Garden event. Such is life. Mom and Dad always tell me to know right from wrong, but the reality is that we are always choosing the lesser of two evils. My girlfriend decided to break up with me. Not only that, but she also got me fired by telling my supervisor that I have a gambling addiction. Funny how I don't actually have much money to burn because I have protection fees to pay. Failure to do so and anything could happen to my parents. My parents, however, think I'm a loser who could neither find a serious job nor save up any mora. That's rather ironic considering who I'm doing this for. How is it my fault? If it is, I blame myself for my incompetence to find a way out after all the struggles and for my lack of courage to end it once and for all. Forget it. Just hand them the money when they arrive. After that, I really need to think about how to earn some mora or I'll only have seagrass on the dinner table in the future. Okay, time to choose between the worst and the worst. A falling blade or a flying stone, which is less painful. Bzzz. I've been hearing strange noises. What's going on? Is thunder going to strike? I wake up not knowing how long I've been unconscious. All I remember is the sharp pain shooting through my body before I passed out. It doesn't feel very painful. What? I scream upon hearing the voice. Is this my voice? So I'm not dreaming. I lift my arm and see pale, soft skin covered in exquisite fabric. This is definitely not my body, but to arrive at this conclusion requires a bold logical leap that my brain isn't ready to take. Because it simply doesn't make any sense. I try to stand up to have a better view of my clothes. Every detail is brimming with luxury. The clothes are befitting of one holding the highest authority. Could it be... Where is that brat? Huh? This is... the Raiden Shogun? The very title itself bears weight. Ah, yes. I got reincarnated as the Raiden Shogun. The Kairagi who came to collect debts have already stood in formation. Although I cannot see their faces, their gestures convey their level of alertness and also fear. I've never seen them like this. Come on! It's time to take revenge! He trails off. He's scared. Unwilling to act like a coward in front of his underlings, the man can't just run, but he is also aware of the consequences. More people are gathering. 10, 20, 50. Perhaps they think their numbers could make a difference. But the mortal idea of outnumbering simply does not apply to the Raiden Shogun, the wielder of divine powers. Let me try my blade with you. I take a deep breath, focus my mind, and adopt the fighting stance. My blade shall fall, my destiny rewritten. Muso... Wait a moment. How do I unleash Muso no Hitatachi? Other information. This book was mentioned in Yai Miko's Character Story 1 and was probably written by Kirinoukoji Kenzaburo, who at one point submitted a Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden manuscript to the Yai publishing house that once pleased her. The traveller encounters this book during the Raiden Shogun's story quest Imperatrix Ambrosia Chapter Act 1 Reflections of Morality, and has the option to narrate it to A. If the player chooses to read this book to A, she will explain that she found the author's fictional version of the Raiden Shogun to be highly imaginative. However, knowing Miko like she does, she also suspects that the plotline may have been Miko's idea in the first place. The first edition was a limited print run and is highly coveted by light novel collectors. This story is based on the very popular reborn/reincarnated trope within the isekai genre of Japanese fictional works in media such as anime, manga, and light novels. Other names. Sources. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Ad Astra Abyssosque.